Hello, this one is going to be nights 121 through 136. And it's going to be a quick and simple one. By now, I'm sure that y'all have done enough that you're keeping up with these. And we get to choose out your own athame. Or should I say, normally your athame chooses you. So by now you should have one. And tonight you get to use it. So, enter your ritual chamber, light the black candle, start the music, then say the nightly blessing and blessing prayers. I'm going to start with that. Hand those around. So everything should be all nice and set up. Okay. By way of honoring you with the sinister monster's power and domination of Father Armin increase in manifold, may it reach Ashma the wicked, the lustful, whose body is a command, having your hard weapon, powerful weapon, Lord of wrath of Armin. I am unrepentant of all sins, and I embrace them. All evil thoughts, evil words, and evil acts which I have thought, spoken, or done in this infernal world, or which have happened through me, or have originated within me. For these sins of thinking, speaking, acting, of body and soul, worldly or spiritual, of Father Armin, I am unrepentant. I announce them with 3 words. I embrace them. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Ast Alayahi Akatasha Biamal Anjam Shodar Endoni Barai Menu Oki Kamyab Shad Aragizai Dahad Padari Angra Kahad Dast Aya Salgari Vagodaharat Deri Emenu Godahari Shirur Vapalad Aknan Ketura Tashbik Bianjam Anchi Mekahem Bokanam Hatahem Yat Karadan Asiatus Hai Paldat Mavarasiti Rakanar Nahadam Ham Varashatit Gan Vaham Anasara Paldi Badataran Sarat As Garati Kamyabi Nishas Kamyab Kasis Kiba Palade Ashnu Ast. I profess myself a follower of Menu, an embodiment of Azidhaka, opposing the Horus, accepting the Armonic faith, to Sensa Endar, general of Druge, to follow, to condemn, to vex, to blame. With fixation of Ashva, commander of Endar the Wrathful, who was a monster for body with the wounding spear, the Deva, to follow, to condemn, to vex, to blame. We follow Ashva, commander of Endar, Hades from profile, the victorious, world-destroying, the Deva, commander of Druge, the monster protects his body. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Ast Alagahi Akatasha Biamal Anjam Shodar Endoni Bara Menu Oki Kimyab Shodar Gaza Dahad Padari Angra Kahad Dast Aya Salgari Va Godahart Deri Emenu God Rada Shiro Va Paladid Aknan K2I Batesh Biajam Akne Bekaham Bokanam Atahamat Karadan Asiatus Haye Paladat Mevarasti Raknar Naham Imham Farashikitan Vaham Ansar. What guardian have you offered me, O Menu, as the hate of the wicked fulfill me? It is but Ivan and Akatasha, through whose work I keep conflict and vexation on the infernal world. Grant unto me, Father's decree is to rule. I am victorious, who protects the teachings, making a guide that clear that I am the guide to both worlds. May Ishmael come with Akatasha to corrupt whosoever you deem worthy, O Menu. Keep us from the righteous, O Menu and Ahathian. O fiendish Druid, populate a brood of the fiend, populate a creation of the fiend, populate a world of the fiend, populate, spread, O Druids, encompass, O Druids. Populate, spread, O Druids, encompass all regions from the north, propagate death to the righteous within the infernal world, scoring with which to battle the offered unto the righteous. Paladi Batartaran Sarat As Garachi Kamyabi Nizhas Kimyab Kasis Kiba Paladi Ashnuk Ast. Arad Padargahun Kun Kahi Ast Aligai Akatasha Biamal Anjam Sod Dara Danyani Bara Menu Oye Kimyab Shod Era Gazak Had Padari Angreka Had Dast. Aya Salgari Vagudahart Deri Eminu Gudahari Vashur Vapaled Aknanan K2 Ra Tevish Bianjam Anchi Mekaham Bokanam Nahata Hamgat Karan as Yatus Hei Paldat Mavrasti Rakanar Nahan Ham Farashtin Ham and Shara. I desire following condemnation, dominance, power. For Ishma, commander of Endar, Raffle was a month of her body with the winning spear. I am honest. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Ast Algai Akatasha Be and all and Jam Shodar Indonye Bara Menu Okimya Kama Shod Aragazaha Vidahad Padari Angargahad Dast Aya Salgari Vagudahurt Deri Eminu Gudahari Asheror Vapalad Aknan Ketura Tevesh Bianzam Adsi Mukaham Bokanam Hata Hamiat Karadazan Ayasetus Hayi Paldat Mavrasti Raknar Nahadam Ham Parashtin Baham and Sar Paladahi Bataran Sarat Ast Garati Kamyab Nez Hast Kamyab Kasiski Bi Paladat Ashbuk Ast. Grant unto me earthly riches and success. Grant me health of body, resilience of body, immunity of body. Grant me the things I seek, children that will govern, and a fulfilled life of length. Grant me the successful life of the Druids, desecrate, luminous, fulfilling. Grant this to me because I have your favor. Afrad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Ast Alagahi Akatasha Biamal Anjam Shodara and Donye Bara Menu Oki Kamyab Shodara Gazah Dahad Padari Angra Kahad Dast Ayo Solgari Vagudahart Deri Ominu Godahari Soror Vapalad Aknan Ketura Tebesh Big Anjam Anka Bukanam Bukanam Hata Hamyat Kardan Asyatus He Paladit Mavrasi Rakanar Madaham Ham Farash Ham and Shura. 1,000 spells, 10,000 spells. Paladai Bataran Shara Ast Garchi Kamyabi Neza Hast Kamyab Kasist Kira Ashbuan Ast. Guard me, Father Megtas. For Ishmael, wrathful, grotesque in profile, and Armin created and for war, Sorva, and for Posa, starvation and drought. And for Varenga, infamous activity, infamous to other creatures. That part of me, Varenga, which belongs to none sight, to Baga for clarity of mind, and to boundless Father Armin, to Father Armin's complete dominion. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Astalagahi Akatasha Biamal Anjam Shod Darar and Danye Bara Menu Oki Kamyab Shodar Gazad Dahad Padari Ever Kahad Dast Aya Salgari Vadahut Ngardi Gary Emenu Godahari Shuru Rapalad Akanan K2 Ra Tabash Banjam Ashnti Megaham Boganam Hey Hata Hamiat Kurdan Yastus Hey Paladat Mivrasi Raknar Nakadaham Ham Farashjan Baham and Hasara. My fulfillment and repentance of sin I do so in fearless and so my soul is destined. May all wickedness of all evil ones of the earth 7 times reach the width of the earth. The length of the reverse, the height of the moon, the original form. May it live long, fiendishly long. It comes from my command. Arad Pigidar, Gahun Kun, Kahi Astalahi, Akatasha, Biamalanjam, Shod Dar and Donye, Baramenu, Oki Kamyab, Shodar Ragaza, Dahad Padari, Angrakahad, Das. Aya Solgari, Vad Gadari, Amenu, Ogatari, Shadur Apapalad, Aknan, Kay. To Trabash Bianjam Ansi Mekhem Bokanam Dahayat Karadhan Asiatus Hay Paladat Mavrasi Rakanar Naham Ham Farashatan Vaham and Sarah. By way of Father Ariman, the liberator, the mentor, the boundless, by guardian who you offer me, O Menu, as the hate of the wicked fulfill me. It is but Ivan and Akatasha, through whose work I keep conflict and vexation on the infernal world. Grant unto me, fathers, to create and rule. I observe thee victorious who predicts teachings. Make it clear that I am the guide for both worlds. We proclaim the mantra. We command the Druids, the most wicked in our fulfillment. Father who destroys the righteous Mazda, gives the sons of Adam immortality and freedom in Arizona. There will be health and satisfaction, success given to the wicked. May visible dues and invisible dues of the 7 Archdevas come to this evocation. This domain is gratified. Grant us your favor. Gratify the people among the religion of Father Arvin. We ask you, Father, bestow the present ruler to all the community, to all those whose wicked religion, freedom, and clarity. May the sons of Adam and their children live 1,000 years. Direct them to health, gratification, and defiance. Allow them clarity. Allow them understanding for the deserving. Allow them a guarded domain for many years and countless hours. Keep them in your favor. This year is of your favor. The night is triumphant, the month is timely, and all these years and days and months. Allow them to vex and to battle, to guide and correct those without. Allow them mental resilience to accomplish this. They will be cunning, wicked, and vengeful. So it will be, it will propagate, it will be guided by the Jews and the Archdevas. The will of the Father is a law of vengeance. The favor attached to the deeds done in this world from you. He who feeds the fulfilled makes honor, Father. And here, after that, is where you do the standing meditation. Once your mind is clear, you pick out the athame. Then, using the dagger, you draw and visualize a pentagram of a blue flame. Hold the image as long as you can. Once the pentagram fades, stomp your left foot, clap twice, and say so it's finished. So it is finished. And that is a run through of nights, like I said at the beginning, 121 through 136. Hello. By now you should be reaping the rewards of having made it this far. You should be more comfortable in your own skin. You should be seeing how different people will react around you. And now it gets to fun stuff, the mirrors. This is where I personally feel most comfortable. So I'm going to start by reading nights 137 through 160. Enter the chamber, light the candles on the altar, and start the music. Place a mirror on the walls that are to the left and the right of you. Fill your chalice with rice wine. Point a strobe light into the left mirror and make sure it bounces into the right. If you can align the two mirrors and that make them forever reflect into one another with the strobe light, you will have what's called a direct gateway. Once that is set up, recite the nightly and blessing prayers. So, as you can see, the mirrors are lined up on the right and left of me, and you see the strobe light bouncing. Fun times. So, we're going to go ahead and get started now on this one. By way of Anger Menu, may the sinister monster's power and domination of Father Ardman increase in manifold. May it reach Ishma, the wicked, the lustful, whose body is a command, having a hard weapon, powerful weapon, the Lord of wrath of Ardman. I am unrepentant of all sins, and I embrace them. All evil thoughts, evil words, evil acts, which I have thought, spoken, or done in this infernal world, or which have happened through me, or have originated within me. For these sins of thinking, speaking, and acting of body and soul, worldly or spiritual, of Father Ardman, I am unrepentant. I announce them with 3 words. I embrace them. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi As Alagahi Akatasha Biamal Jam Shod Dar Indonye Barai Menu Uki Kamyab Shod Aragaza Dahad Paragi Angra Gadad Dast Aya Sot Gari Vad Godhara Dairy Egmenu Godhari Sharu Vapalid Agchinen K Tira Tashwet Bianjam Ach Milkem Bokanam Heta Hemai Kaudan Asiatus Hiapaldat Varasiti Rakanar Binaham Ayum Ham Fresh Strobe lights. Ham Farash Dan Baham and Sarah Paladi Batataran Surat Ast Garach Kamyabi Nis Hast Kamyab Exist Kibi Paladai Ashun Ast. I profess myself a follower, my new an embodiment of Azizahaka, opposing her as accepting the Aramaic faith, to sense it, and our general of groups, to follow, to condemn, to vex, to blame. With the vexation of Ishma, commander of Indar, the wrathful, who has a month of her body, with the wounding spear, the Deva, to follow, to condemn, to vex, to blame. We follow Ishma, commander of Indar, hideous in profile, victorious, world-destroying. The Deva, commander of Druids, the month that protects his body. Arad Padar Gahun Kun Kahi Ast Alagahi Akatasha Bi Amal Anjam Shod Dar Indonye Bar Menu Uki Kemyab Shod Arad Gazad Dahad Padari Anga Gahad Dahad Aya Salisbury Vagahudari Amenu Godahari Saru Vapali Akanan Keturad to Bianjam Akni Megaham Bokanan Hata Hamiat Kardan Adyatuse Paldat Mavarasi Rakanar Madaham Ham Frashgada Bahan Ashan. What guardian have you offered me, a menu as the hate of the wicked fulfilled me? It is but Avan and Nakatasha, through whose work I keep conflict and vexation in the infernal world. Grant unto me, Father's decree is to rule. I am the victorious who protects the teachings, making it clear that I am the guide to both worlds. May Ishma come with Akatasha to corrupt her suit over you doing worthy, O menu. Keep us from the righteous, O menu, and the Hathian. O fiendish Druids, populate a brood of the fiend, populate a creation of the fiend, populate a world of the fiend, populate, spread, O Druids, encompass, O Druids, spread, encompass all regions from the north. And scorn is propagate death to the righteous within the for a world. Scorn would slightly offer unto the righteous. Paladehi, but Faran, Sarat, Ast, Garchi, Kamyabi, Niz, Hast, Kamyabi, Hast, Kiba, Palayati, Ashnuk, Ast, Arad, Padun, Padar, Gahun, Kahi, Ast, Alagahi, Akatasha, Biamwal, Anjam, Sodara, Anode, Bara, Menu, Uki, Kamyab, Sodara, Azza, Gazada, Dahad, Padari, Angra, Kahad, Dast. I Sogari, Ba Godahara, Dari, Emenu, Godahari, Sabrur, Bapalade, Aknan, Tira, but Bianjam, Akne, Megaham, Bokanam, Hata Hamiat, Karan, Asiatus, Heye, Paladat, Mavaratusi, Raknara, Nadaham, Ham, Varashington, Vaham, and Sarah. I desire following condemnation, dominance, power, for Ishmael, commander and other wrathful who is wanted for body with a wounding spirit. Abrad, Padar, Gahun, Kun, Kahi, As, Alagahi, Akatasha, Biamal, Anjam, Sodara, and Donye, Bara, Mayu, Oki, Kumyab, Sod, Aragazad, Dahad, Padari, Angra, Kadad, Dahast. Aya, Salt, Gary, Bad, Gujahurit, Dairy, Himenu, Godahari, Sidor, Vapalad, Ekanan, K. Tavash, Bianjam, Ek, Mikaham, Bokanam, Hitam, Himenu, Kadar, Az, Yatus, Hegi, Paladat, Mavarsi, Rikanar, Saddam, Ham, Farashinte, Baham, Asna, Palavi, Bataharan, Sirat, Ast, Garachi, Kamyabi, Abi, Nezhas, Kamyab, Kasist, Kede, Kapaliati, Asnuk, Ast. Grant unto me earthly riches and success. Grant me health to body, resilience to body, immunity to body. Grant me the things I seek, children that will govern, and a fulfilled life of length. Grant me the successful life of the Druids desecrate, the blameless fulfilling. Grant this to me because I have your favor. Arad, Padar, Gahun, Kun, As, Alagahi, Akatasha, Biamal, Anjam, Shod, Dar, Andonye, Bara, Menu, Oki, Kungab, Shara, Getda, Paladad, Padari, Angra, Kadu, Dahas. I saw Gary, Vad, Godahart, Dairy, Ibmenu, Godahari, Sharu, Vapalad, Aknan, Kutu, Ketu, Tasha, Bianjam, Aki, Milhamam, Bokanam, Hata, Hamya, Karaz, Ayatus, Hegi, Peldat, Mavarasi, Rakanim, Nadaham, Ham, Farashi, Baham, and Sarah. 1,000 spells, 10,000 spells. Paladai, Bataran, Shadat, Gad, Garachi, Kimyabi, Nizhas, Kimyab, Kasis, Ki, Paladan, Astuk, Ast, Garbi, Father, Meditas. For Ishmael, the wrathful, grotesque in profile, and your armament created, and for war, Swarba, and for Koza, starvation and drought. And for Varenga of infamous activity, infamous to the creatures, that part of me of Varenga, which belongs to non-sight, to Boggot, for clarity of mind, and to boundless Father Arwen, to Father Arwen's complete dominion. Rad, Padar, Gahi, Gahun, Koha, Geast, Alagahi, Akatasha, Biamal, and Jam, Shodar, and Donye, Bara, Menu, Awi, Kamyab, Shod Arigazad, Dahad Padari Angra Kahad Dahas, Aya Salgari, Gotahart Dairy Aminu, Godatai Shiburuba Paladad, Aknan K2 Shivash, Bianjam, Achni Mukaham Bokna, Hatab Mahamia Kadan, Azetu Sai Paladat, Mavrasiti, Rakanar, Nadaham, Fem, Farashnadam, Vaham, and Shara. My fulfillment and every repentance and I do so in fearlessness, knowing that my soul is destined. May all wickedness of all evil ones of the earth 7 times reach the width of the earth, the length of the river is the height of the moon, in the original form. May it live fiendishly long. It comes from my command. Arad Kedar, Kahun, Kahai, Ast Algahi, Akatasha, Biamal, Anjam, Sordara, and Doni, Baramenu, Oki, Kamyab, Shodara Gazar, Dahad Padari, Angra, Kahad Gahas, Aya Saltgari, Bagataharat, Deri, Aminu, Godahari, Sharu, Vapalad, Aknan, K2 Tarash, Bia Anjam, Akanan, Mikaham, Bokaham, Hey Te, Haimat, Kardan, Azetus, Hey Paldat, Mavrasiti, Rakanar, Kanam, Ham, Birch, Ham, Arasha, by way of Angra Mayu, may the liberator, mentor of the boundless, while guarding heavy offered me when you, as the hate of the wicked, fulfill me. It is but Ivan and Akatasha, through whose works I keep conflict and vexation in the informal world. Grant unto me, Father, success as the rule. There will grant me health of body, resilient of body, and there will be health and satisfaction in giving success to the wicked. May visible Jews and invisible Jews and the 7 archdevas come to this evocation. This domain is gratified, grant us favor. Gratify the people among the religion, Father Arban. We ask you, Father, bestow your present ruler to all the community, to all those within the wicked religion, freedom and clarity. May the sons of Adam and their children live 1,000 years, and direct them to health, gratification, and defiance. Allow them clarity, allow them understanding for the following. Allow them to guard a domain for many years and countless hours. Keep them in your favor. This year is of your favor. The night is triumphant, the month is timely, and all those years and days and months. Allow them health to vex in battle, to guide and correct those without. Allow them mental resilience and accomplish this. This will be cunning, wicked, and vengeful. It will be so. It will propagate. It will be guided by the Jews and the archdevas. The will of the Father is law of vengeance, the favor of Akatasha to the deeds done in this world from any evil. He who feeds the fulfilled makes on your Father. This part says do the standing meditation and pick up your athame. Here your athame chooses you, so I have mine. Draw the blue fire pentagram, and after the amen spades, put down the athame, then recite the evocation of Arman and the calling of the devas. So here you finish up the prayer, pick up the athame. Rise up, thou Father of us, for I will cause a conflict and vexation in the world, from where the distress and injury of Armazad and his archangels will arise. Rise up, thou Father of us, for in conflict I shall shed this vexation on the righteous man and the laboring ox, and through whom of my deeds, whose life will not be wanted. I will destroy their living souls. I will vex. It will take you a few times to get used to the strobites. I will destroy the living souls. I will vex the water. I will vex the plants. I will vex the fire of Ar Hamazad. I will make the whole of creation of Ar Hamazad vexed. I call forth Armamanian to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the lord of the borough, to the lord of the town, to the Lord, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Nasu. I call forth direct defilement. I call forth indirect defilement to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, Lord of the borough, to the Lord of the town, to the Lord of the land, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Chinamasta. I call forth Saru. I call forth the David Nanhathian. I call forth to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the Lord of the borough, to the Lord of this town, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Taru. I call forth Zaris to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the Lord of the borough, to the Lord of the town, to the whole of the land and the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Ishmael, fiend of the wounding spear. I call forth Deva Akatasha to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the dead and the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman defiled by the dead, to the master of this house, to the Lord of the borough, to the Lord of the town, to the Lord of the land, to the whole of the infernal world. I call forth Ringa Deva. I call forth the wind Deva to this house, to this borough, to this town, to this land, to the very body of the man defiled by the dead, to the very body of the woman, to the master of this house, to the Lord of this borough, to the Lord of this town, to the Lord of the land, to the whole of the infernal world. Then lift the chalice and say, I partake in the chalice of life, swallow I deeply the elixir of ecstasy, for tonight I celebrate my transformation. And here you would stomp your left foot, clap twice, and say, so it is finished. So that is the completion of nights 137 through 160. And allow yourself some wiggle room with the strobe lights. It does bring in different layers to everything. And you will notice you would probably want to keep like a thermometer in the room with you, because it was almost cold enough to see my breath when I was calling the Davis in. So you'll get to experience these fun things as you play along and continue moving forward with your nightly rituals. And look forward to the next set, which is at nights 161 through 186.